What's good? It's your boy G Kid back at it again with another video. Today, what I'm going to show you, how to remove an alternator from a 2014 Chevrolet Silverado today. So what you're going to need here, I have a screwdriver, flathead, makes the job much easier. This right here, you don't need this. You can use a 1/2 inch. But this right here makes life so much simpler. This is a Serpentine belt wrench. It's made by Blue Point. It's a YA 9340. Then I also have my electric ratchet. If you don't have one of these, this is a 3/8. Oh my gosh, you have to get your hands on one of these. I always love to have a nice little metal tray here and a couple little sockets. The socket you're gonna need here is gonna be a size 15. So now, what you're gonna first do, you can see I've disconnected my mass airflow filter. You don't have to do this, but I'm gonna get this intake portion. And what I did was I loosened up this bolt right here, so that way I can get the intake off of this box here. And then this clamp right here was loosened up next. This connects it to the throttle body. Then I took off this hose. This hose is a little tricky, but what you have to do is I pushed it in, push this little tab down. All right, so it's in there, push the tab down, push it inwards, pull it out, right? And that's sort of how this came off, and then it just sort of swivels like this. And then what that allows me to do is take this whole top piece and flip it over. All right, and so I'm gonna leave that piece there for now. All right, there's my throttle body. All right, this is my alternator. I took this plug off of here. This is a pretty tricky one. It's gonna be sitting in there like this. What you have to do is you come on the back side of this plug here. You can see it sort of goes down and clips on. So what I had to do is I lifted it up here, pull that part out, just enough, and I heard it click a little bit, and then it should allow me to lift it off of there. Cool. And then I just sat it down in here just to hold it for a moment. So now this is where we're at. We have the power, and then down here I need to get this belt off of here, and then we have 2 more bolts, one here and then one down here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take those off and show you now. Here's the Serpentine belt tool. It's gonna go right inside of this guy here. I just wanna make sure I show you guys well. See it going into there? Boom. Now the cool thing about this is it allows me to ratchet. It's nice and thin, and when I apply pressure going this way or counterclockwise, what it's gonna do is release the tension on this belt right here. Right, now watch it. See how I'm pulling on it? You can see it's a lot wigglier. I let go of it, a lot tighter, right? I push down on this, boom. It's like that, right? Let's see if I can do this with one hand here. Apply pressure here, and then I just gotta get the belt off, like that, right? I always recommend to people, just sort of sit it down like this, right? See how I sort of sat it down? That way you don't have to try to re-loop that around everything. I always like to take this tool off. Don't need it on there anymore. Now it's time to get this bolt out and this bolt out. And then this nut off of this bolt. So now this bolt up top here, it's gonna be a 13 millimeter. So the next thing you're gonna wanna do once you get those bolts out of there, and that nut off of there, you're gonna wanna come right in between this section. And right now I'm using just like this crowbar. You can hold it in your hand like this. It's gonna be the snap-on tool. This is a SPB S12, or those could be 5s. So there you go. It's got the little ball peen on the back of it. This thing is a lifesaver. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it, you're gonna sit it right inside of here, right in between there, and you're gonna wedge up on it just a bit. Right, just to break it a little free. After you wedge this side, what I did was I came right down below here and wedged up, and it sort of brought it up like that here, and then one more spot here, and I should be able to get it right on out of there. Now we're just gonna reverse steps to put it back in. So first I'm gonna put the bolt in down here. And I'm gonna put the bolt in here, and I'm gonna connect our connector back and our connector over here. It should be good to go. And reverse the steps to finish the job off. Now when you put these bolts in, you're gonna torque them down and torque them to spec. It should be about 37 foot-pounds for both of these. All right, so now we got the belt back on. You're gonna have to put a decent amount of pressure on this in order to get the belt to go over this piece here. All right, guys, moment of truth here. You can see right here, we're up at 14 and a half volts. That's right where you want it to be. That lets you know the alternator is working and charging the battery. Job completed. And just like that, job well done. Hopefully you guys have completed your alternator with me, and I hope this video helped. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure to turn your notifications on, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you. Peace.